Hello friends, welcome back to my channel MDCZ. In our last episode, we have discussed all the details about Jack Kirby's The Eternals comics issue 2. So today in this episode, we're going to discuss about the details of issue 3, The Devils in New York, a Divines-related action-packed episode. Before we start this, if you are new to my channel, then please do subscribe to MDCZ and press the bell icon to receive all upcoming updates and notifications about our upcoming videos. So, without wasting your time, let's start this. As we all know, in our last episode we saw how Celestials finally arrived on Earth and how Ajak called the Arishan leader of the fourth host. So, when that celestial god, means the Arishan leader of the fourth host, arrived, everyone seems quite shocked. There is a formula on that celestial's hands which allows him to decimate the worlds, destroy the worlds. Icarus says that a long time ago his kind came on Earth to destroy the civilization with their weapons which shook the world. Dr. Damien was freaked out by seeing the god, by seeing the myths finally came true. Ajak told Dr. Damien that the Celestials were already on Earth before humans. On the other hand, Ajak through discussing the Celestials and says that now the Celestials will command and will follow them. Ajak said that now new age, new era of space gods will begins. Now whatever going to happen is depends upon the humans. God gave humans intelligence and now all the humans have matured. So now, space gods will test them, judge them and decide their fate. Dr. Damien was excited to stay there and study the Celestials, but Margot had doubts about staying that it's safe or not. Icarus asked Ajak about it. Ajak told Icarus that Icarus had a choice to either stay or leave. It's all on him. Ajak said that now Celestial will seal this area, means this chamber, for 50 years. Margot didn't understand why the Celestials are even doing this. Icarus warned Margot that she must not stay here, it's dangerous for her. Dr. Damien told Margot not to question the space gods. Whatever they decide, they'll do that. But leaving this will be like missing a chance to know more about it. Margot said that they might die here if they stay. They will be trapped here for a half century. Icarus asked Ajak that how much time they have left before the Celestials seal the chamber. Ajak told him that they have only a few moments. He asked Dr. Damien and Margot to take their decisions immediately. Dr. Damien and Margot are scared by hearing this. Suddenly, they all heard a loud and strange sound. The Celestials started to seal the chamber. Icarus told Margot that she couldn't stay there, she'll be old when the seal lifts. Icarus told her to come with him. That strange sound has gone louder. Ajak told Dr. Damien and Margot to go with Icarus. They must not stay there. They both mean Ajak and Icarus are Eternals, they are ageless, but humans are not. Dr. Damien told Margot to go with Icarus because it's his dream, so he must stay. He didn't want Margot to sacrifice her youth for his dreams. Margot was not ready to leave her father behind. Icarus waited too long. He said that Dr. Damien made his decision. But Margot took too much time to decide and that's what they can't afford right now. So, Icarus decided for Margot that they are leaving. Icarus lifted Margot and started running so they can escape in time. Ajak and Dr. Damien was happy because of this. They greeted Icarus. Icarus told him that he'll be going to make sure that Margot must stay safe. Margot was not ready to leave her father behind. She tried to escape from Icarus. It seems like they are too late, but Icarus didn't stop. Margot told Icarus to put her down. If they leave, she might not see her dad again. Margot requested Icarus to put her down, but Icarus said that there is no time for words. Their plane is ready to take off. Icarus was damn fast. He jams Margot in the plane despite her struggle and protest. Margot keeps fighting Icarus so she can stay with her dad. Icarus told her that she is thinking with her emotions, she is not realistic. But Margot didn't listen. She doesn't want her dad to die there. Finally, Icarus didn't have any choice left. He strikes her with energy beams using his eyes and she gets knocked out. He told her that someday she'll be thanking him for that. Icarus feels sorry for her. He knows that losing a father for her own life is a huge deal. It's a matter of time when the Celestial completely sealed off the area with an unpenetrable atom shield. Icarus knows he only had a few seconds to take off. Celestials are successfully sealed off the area, and Icarus and Margot also succeeded in leaving that area in time. Meanwhile, in the deep sea in Divine's kingdom, Toad captured Crow because he failed him. He failed the mission. Toad told Crow that you knew about God's arrival and yet he failed to stop them. Now they'll be going to strike them. Some of them are angry at Crow. They ask for hefty punishments. But some advises Toad to give Crow another chance. Crow asked to release him and said that he'll beat the gods. Two guards followed Toad's command and released Crow. Crow thanked Toad for releasing him. Toad asked Crow about his plans. What is he planning to do next? Crow replied that he is going to defeat the gods. Others started laughing after hearing this. Toad asked Crow to tell more about his plan, how he is going to defeat the gods. Crow answered and said that the humans shall do their work for them. Crow said that they only need to scare the humans at such a level that they'll start to destroy when they start to fear. Toad questions Crow's plan, and he said that humans are no longer fear the evil spirits. They laugh on the concept of the evil spirits. Suddenly, Crow raises his head slowly. He changed his atomic structure and grew horns over his head and said that the humans would not laugh on this. It's going to ruin their minds and spreads fear among them. Crow started laughing and said that we'll give humans the real devil and they'll start to destroy everything to get rid of it. Everything likes Crow's plan, even Toad also. Toad said that the humans are going to see you, but they think it is the gods. On the other hand, a plane was flying over the mountains. Margot was awake. She asked Icarus to return her to the chamber, but Icarus said that it's impossible. Icarus told Margot that her father wants to stay. He wants to be with Ajak and Celestial. He is going to live his life happily and undisturbed. When his days are done, he'll be the first human who knows more than any other man. Margot was not happy. She doesn't know what's her future going to be without her father in her life. Suddenly, Margot saw a giant hemisphere which covers the place of the gods started glowing. It's going to attract humans' attention. Icarus takes the plane over to the clouds to show Margot a beautiful view to lighten her mood. Margot said that it's beautiful but not enough to heal her wounds. Icarus took off his hands from the controls. Margot got scared, but Icarus told her that the plane is now flying in response to his thoughts. Margot said that she almost forgot about Icarus, that he is an eternal. Icarus said that the ages of developments gave them such mental powers. Margot was surprised after seeing Icarus because he was wearing different clothes now. Icarus told her that what she saw before is an illusion created by him. Suddenly, Icarus opened the door and about to jump out of the plane. Margot asked him what is he doing now. She had no idea about what Icarus is about to do. Icarus told her not to worry. The sky is like a home for Eternals. Margot got scared after Icarus jumped out of the plane. Icarus said that this could be a place for sport, but only for those who can fly. Icarus was flying alongside the plane. He told Margot not to worry about anything. Icarus was flying around the plane. Margot got scared. Margot asked Icarus to come back. Margot told Icarus that he is fantastic, but it also frightening. Suddenly, an energy beam struck Icarus while he was flying. Finally, the clouds have parted and a strange aircraft was coming out of the sea. Someone from the craft was surprised by seeing Icarus uninjured. The Z-ray, which can kill 100 humans, must wound one Eternal. Someone ordered to hit Icarus with shock howitzer. Icarus was stunned, but Icarus managed to handle himself. Icarus knows that they are divines. They come out of their ocean rat holes. Icarus told Margot not to worry, he'll handle them. Margot is still scared by all of this. She keeps asking Icarus what's happening. Divine shouts and orders to shoot the plane. Margot feels sad by seeing Icarus was hurt. She cares for him. Icarus told her not to worry because Eternals can be hurt, but they can die. Margot frightened. She said that what will happen now because that ship looks so strong and so powerful. Icarus told her to keep calm and sit back. Icarus closed his eyes. Icarus started to concentrate on some thought. On the other hand, the Deviant told Crow that the shot he was about to fire would do the job. He locks the plane on target. Crow told him not to miss this time. The plane appeared in the Deviant's electric gun sight. Crow told his army to control the gun and stay steady on the target. And finally, they are ready to fire the gun. But before they press the trigger, the view screen goes blank. Suddenly, the plane vanishes from the sight. All of them stunned by seeing this miracle. Deviants told Crow that the plane got vanished. They had no idea about how is this happened. Crow got very angry and attacked one of his crew. After that, one of his crew told him that Icarus is an Eternal. Eternals know some tricks. Crow angrily shouts and says no. Eternals are smart and talented, but Deviants are more powerful than them. He said that they could find Icarus again, but they should follow their mission and march on New York. Icarus and Margot were traveling through space. The plane was covered with an atomic capsule. Icarus said Margot that she is taking it very well, she has courage. But Margot was damn frightened. Margot asked Icarus that where they are headed right now. Icarus told her that they are headed towards New York. Margot said that why they are going to New York because she thought that they are going to Denver at their home place. Icarus told her that he planned to take her there, but the Deviants have changed his mind. Icarus told her that she'd be going to be okay and safe. After some time, the atoms of capsules started to dissolve and the plane glided towards Kennedy Airport in Manhattan. Margot was thrilled. She said that it was an unbelievable trip. Icarus and Margot successfully landed and headed towards the west side of New York. They stepped out of cab and Icarus paid the fare. Icarus told Margot that he has a friend in this building who will help Margot during her stay with his friend. Margot told him that your clothes are illusion and mine are looks ridiculous. Margot hopes that the friend of Icarus must be a tolerant person. They stepped into the elevator and headed towards the 10th floor at Miss Cersei's apartment. Margot thinks that she must not weird like her name. Icarus and Margot reached at Cersei's apartment door. But instead of ringing the bell, Icarus sends the thought waves through the door. Margot was thinking about Icarus' frozen condition. She had no idea what's happening there. Suddenly, a woman's voice came from the apartment. She told Icarus to come in. Icarus told Margot to follow him. When they entered that room, they were surprised by seeing the interior design of the room. Cersei was dancing. She asked Icarus about her new dancing moves. Icarus told her that she looks beautiful, charming and inspiring to watch. In short, he was only giving her compliments. She told him that she would not turn him into some kind of pig because she is fond of him. Margot figured out that she is also an Eternal. Cersei was talking about their pastime where they had lots of fun and all, but Icarus told her to be serious. Times have changed now, the dangers have changed now. Cersei figured out why Icarus came. She told Icarus that she knew that you came here to put this girl under her protection. She can feed his thoughts. Icarus told Cersei that the space gods have arrived. Icarus said that the situation is changed now. Humans will find out about this truth and the Deviants are already making their moves. Cersei realizes that this is a bad news. Cersei knows that Icarus came here because Deviants choose New York for their first strike. Icarus told Cersei that he will be here when Deviants arrive, but first she must take Margot under her watch, under her protection. Icarus told Cersei that her name is Margot Damien and said that he could depend on Cersei for Margot's safety. Margot told Cersei that she tries to be a cooperative house guest. Cersei figured out about Margot that she is sad, something terrible happens to her. Icarus told Cersei to be gentle with Margot. She needs a friend right now, but he needs to go because Deviants are about to strike in New York. Cersei told him to go and teach some lessons to the Deviants. But on the other hand, Divines already strike in New York. The buildings were burning in flames. Divines set blocks of warehouses into flames. The Divines, who pretend as demons, started firing with their thermal weapons. They bring chaos and destruction to New York. Crow arrived with his devil face and started scaring humans. He told them that he came here from space to rule the earth. Humans can't believe what they saw. They think that he is the real devil. Some of them never believed that devils are real until then. They thought that he came back to destroy them. One of them said that the crow doesn't frighten them. He inspired others to fight back and send him where he belongs, into the space. Icarus tried to reach to the location to stop the Divines. It's going to be a war zone where Icarus all by himself is going to fight against all the Divines. We'll see what will happen next in the next episode. For now, our third episode ends here. Our next episode will be going to witness the complete Divines related action-packed episode. It's going to be very exciting. So guys, stay tuned. For more Marvel and DC related articles, you must visit my website. I mentioned my website link in the description below, so check it out. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to like and share this video. Also share your thoughts about this episode in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel, then please do subscribe to MDCZ and press the bell icon to receive all new updates and notifications about our upcoming videos. So friends, I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, stay home, stay happy and stay safe.